Alright everybody, so one last video about my trip to Panama. As you can see, this is me flying in. Well, I'm not flying, it's actually an airplane that's flying, but I'm inside the airplane. And we're approaching Panama City. It's really cool. You can actually see the bay that leads into the Pacific on the far side of the isthmus from the airplane at the same time that you can see the Atlantic. Which is really cool. I really enjoy stuff like that. So I used to look at maps all day when I was a kid. Panama City is hot. Really, really hot. I have been in some hot places in my life, but I don't think I've ever sweat as much as I did on a Sunday afternoon walking around Panama City. I feel like there needs to be another measure of heat other than just temperature and humidity. There's something else going on there in Panama City. I'm not sure what it is. This is just, sort of bits from my trip from the city up to the farm area. This is me crossing the Panama Canal. There used to be, well, there still is a bridge closer to the city that's a lot prettier. This is the more modern, bigger bridge, and it's uglier. That's progress for you. But yeah, doesn't that look so cool? Yeah. Bye-bye, South America. We're in North America now. You're actually heading west, east to west when you go from quote-unquote south to north there. And if you keep going west, 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 / north, 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 along that road, you get to this place, which is, again, the home of the Hartman family that I was telling you about before. And we were looking at Finca Sofia before. This is called Ojo de Agua, which is a farm that's owned by the Hartmans, not just managed by them, but managed and owned by that same family. And this shows you a coffee farm that's a little bit more, it's been established for a longer time. They've been growing coffee here for a long time. And you can see fully grown coffee bushes there and coffee trees and really well maintained. You can actually stay on this farm. They don't have a lot of coffee people come through, which I would like to change. If anybody's interested in helping me organize a trip, or if I organize one, if anyone's interested in coming down, they've got this beautiful cabin and a house built there. They have bird watchers come down. They have so many birds that stop there on their north-south migrations. It's a great place for bird watching. They also have entomologists come and stay there. There's so many different kinds of birds and insects and different kinds of trees and flowers. So naturalists like to go to this place. I am not really a naturalist by training, but I loved it too. And the woman who's showing me around here is Alice, and it's a total family operation there. There's brothers and sisters there living all within a few hundred yards of each other, along with their parents living there and their kids. They grow the coffee, as we've seen, and they roast the coffee, as you can see here. This coffee being roasted by Ratibor and his wife Tessie. This is for the local market. It's very high-grade coffee. Those of you who have traveled in coffee-producing countries, I'm sure you're used to how bad the coffee can be in the local market sometimes. And there certainly is bad coffee in Panama. Sorry, Panamanians, it's true. But not in this case. The Hartmans are doing really nice coffee, and they're actually quite famous for it. And this is their cupping lab. They've held Q grader certification here at this lab. So this is no, this lab is not just thrown together. It's a fully functioning Coffee Quality Institute laboratory, and it's right there on their property. And this is Tessie. You saw her in an earlier shot. She's explaining the lab to me, how they keep all their green samples there, very well organized, and explaining to me the organizing system and who gets what samples. And some of this, of course, is for their local market roasting. Some of it is for the people they're sending it to in Germany or the United States or Japan. And so there's really strict quality control in this lab. So I had a lot of fun. I brought them down some coffee samples from Ethiopia. I said, what can I do to possibly repay you for letting me stay at your beautiful place and showing me so much hospitality? He said, just bring me good coffees. That's all I want. So I brought them some nice Ethiopian coffee samples, and they sent me back with some great Panamanian coffee samples. And we had a little cupping right there in their lab. Tessie and I roasted some coffee. You can see their roasting machine there. Really just beautiful. I don't know. Maybe people aren't as interested in this as I am, but I get very jealous. I get lab lust when I see this. I wish I had such a nice setup. Someday, someday I will. So yeah, we had fun roasting this coffee here. They do this all the time for quality control. We were doing this more or less for fun. Tessie helped me put it together. And yeah, like I said, it's a family thing down there, and even their little son. This is Tibor, little Tibor, the son of the man and the woman you just saw most recently. And of course, and he showed me his dancing elephant, so I thought I would share that with you too. Anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy these.